You finally got what you've been chasing: the promotion, the relationship, the new house, the degree, the body you wanted, the amount of money you thought would make everything easier. For a moment, it feels amazing. Then something strange happens. The excitement just fades. And before long, you are looking for the next thing, the next achievement, the next promotion, the next relationship, the next goal. And the question returns: why does nothing ever feel like enough? According to the French psychoanalyst Jacques Lacan, this feeling is built into the structure of human desire itself. And once we understand why, we may start seeing our entire life differently. The mystery of desire. Most people think desires work like this: I want something because I don't have it, and once I get it, I'll finally be satisfied. That sounds reasonable, but if that were true, why do people who get what they want often continue to feel restless? Why do celebrities who have fame want more fame? Why do wealthy people continue chasing more money? Why do people leave one relationship only to search desperately for another one? I can notice something important. What we desire is hardly the object itself. We desire what we imagine the object will give us. In other words, a sense that something missing inside us will finally disappear once we get the desired object. But it never does. The feeling of a missing piece. Lacan argued that every human being carries a fundamental sense of lack, because becoming human requires losing something. As children, we enter language, we learn words, we learn rules, we learn how other people see us, and in the process, we become separated from a direct, immediate experience of life. Something is lost, and from that moment on, desire begins. Then we spend our lives trying to recover what we feel is missing, and the problem is, we don't actually know what that missing thing is. Why achievements don't last. An example of it: think about a child who desperately wants a toy. For weeks, they can't stop thinking about it. They imagine how wonderful it will be to have the toy. Then they finally get it. But after a few weeks, the toy is forgotten. Adults do exactly the same thing. The objects change, but the structure remains. I'll be happy once I get what I want so madly. So for instance, the wanted promotion arrives. A few weeks later, I need a bigger promotion, or I'll be happy when I get the perfect partner. Then the relationship begins. But months later, something still feels missing inside. The goal keeps moving, not because we are ungrateful, but because desire survives by creating another object of pursuit, the object that doesn't exist. Lacan has a famous concept called object pétier. The name sounds complicated, but the idea isn't. It is basically the thing we believe will finally complete us. It is the thing just beyond reach, the thing that seems to contain the answer. For one person, it may be success. For another, love. For another person, recognition. For another, beauty. But here's the twist. The object isn't really the object. It is the fantasy attached to it. What we are chasing is not the thing itself. We are chasing the promise that the thing will eliminate our sense of lack, and that promise can never be fulfilled because the lack is structural. It's part of human being. Why consumer culture loves this? Modern society is built around desire. Every advertisement tells the same story. You are missing something. And we have the solution. Buy this, wear this, achieve this, become this. Then you will finally feel complete. For a brief moment, the purchase creates excitement, but soon the feeling fades. So another product appears, then another, then another. The machine keeps running because dissatisfaction keeps returning. Lacan would probably say that modern culture doesn't solve desire, it profits from it. The trap of one more thing. Many people spend decades trapped in a cycle. Just one more achievement, just more relationship, just one more qualification, just one more success, then everything will be okay. But notice what happens. The finish line keeps moving. Every time we arrive where we madly wanted, a new destination appears. It's like trying to reach the horizon. No matter how far we travel, it always stays ahead of us. Are we doomed to be unhappy? Not exactly. Lacan's point wasn't that life is hopeless. Lacan's point was that suffering often comes from believing complete satisfaction is possible. The fantasy says, once I get the missing piece, everything will be perfect. But reality says, there is no final piece, and strangely, that realization can be liberating because we can stop treating every desire as a rescue mission to a sense of incompleteness. We can stop expecting every achievement to transform our existence. We can enjoy things for what they are instead of demanding that they will save us. The unexpected freedom. We expect an object, a person, an achievement to solve an existential problem, but no object can do that. No promotion, no relationship, no amount of money, no amount of success. The feeling of lack isn't a mistake in the system. According to Lacan, it is the system. And once we stop trying to fill the void inside, something surprising can happen. We may begin to enjoy life more fully, not because we have become complete, but because we stopped waiting to become complete and allowing ourselves to live.